Last time the mission was well orchestrated at ground level from Guarana, the non-government organization that's there, and Dr. Abdullahi, who was instrumental in welcoming us and arranging hospital privileges and such. And so we've maintained a very strong friendship since then.
Mm-hmm.
He's continued to do the work there in his private clinic, but we left a large number behind. We weren't able to get to our first mission. Once the word got out, and of course there was media coverage around different countries, and so there were so many that just got in their cars and they just drove to Nairobi. We didn't get to all of the patients, and now there are literally hundreds of patients who are in queue who have been pre-screened for this effort this time. That's less than 10 in the world that even do these procedures still. This is so important, and this is because with nearly 200 million women affected, we know there is a lot of work and a lot of need out there. The problem now is educating people about that it does work, that it is effective, and that it is available because it offers hope to women who are sexually naive, and because of this cultural practice. It's tragic, and this is why this is 8%, as many as 8% die just as a result directly from bleeding after FGM. Mm-hmm. So we really just can't keep hurting our girls. Mm-hmm. Really, we've got to make it better.
Yes.
The world has got to be a safer place for girls. The surgery is usually under, it's usually done under general anesthesia in this country. In Africa, we'll be doing it under spinal anesthesia just because it's we have what's called turnover time, and so it's easier for in Africa for patients. There's capacity where we can just allow them to rest, and then they can recover, and then they can leave. But here, general anesthesia allows a quicker turnover of patients. As far as recovery, it's 4 to 6 weeks usually, and then patients, some prefer a little longer recuperation, 3 months, but generally they can be active after that, sexually active. There's 2 goals. 3 goals. One is, of course, to help the people locally. That's so important. Just on an individual basis, we expect to operate on as many as 100 women. But secondly, we hope to train more doctors, and I'm excited to see that there's doctors from literally 3 continents that will be trained this time. And then third and most importantly is the study of these patients. We hope to maintain close contact with each of our participants, and so that we can document with certainty the validity using standard measures of sexual function that the surgery really does work. It is the one link yet that is missing from the American body of medical knowledge. And for some reason, Americans, they have to see it in an American study, or at least have Americans involved in the study for it to be credible. And we want clitoral restoration removed from the experimental status to something that is a viable option for people. Some women do, but more are stepping forward and telling their story, because this is also very important. Of course, there have been many news articles, video clips, things that have really, really, really helped others learn. Because doctors don't know. Doctors are still skeptical. The American College of OBGYN still considers restoration experimental. And many patients just are unaware because their doctors don't even know. So whenever I get a chance to speak, I speak about clitoral restoration and FGM. In fact, last week I came back from Idaho. So doctors in Idaho want to know about FGM. So it's one step at a time, one person at a time. This is what we all have to do. The women have to share their stories, the men have to stand up, and doctors have to get educated about what it is and how we can help.